It's the Bold Republic Radio Show. Folks, don't forget pretty much everything I talk about and a whole lot more. You'll find it on my website, which is boldrepublic.com. Now we head on out to the great state of where? What's the great state of?
I'm in West Virginia
West Virginia now. Okay. And this is Misty Loggins on the video stream with us right now. It's so good to hear your accent. I grew up in the South. I left North Carolina to come out to Wyoming. Now, let me give you an idea. I stopped at a fast food restaurant in Tennessee, and I heard the lady shout to me, "Y'all's order is ready." I get out here, and the girl at the counter at the same chain says to me, "Your guys' order is ready." I'm not getting used to it yet, Misty. I'm still working on this. But you're traveling all over where right now? Where are you touring at?
All over the place, all over the world,
okay.
Coast to coast, and in my opinion, humble opinion, the best country in the world, which is our United States. Mm-hmm. I'm based out of Nashville, but right now I'm in the gorgeous mountains of West Virginia.
Okay.
Which I'm just here to tell you does not look like a lunar landscape.
No, it doesn't, and that's why I wanted to have you on, because when I came out here, you hear about coal country and you hear about open pit mining and so on. Well, I'm living in an area that quite literally provides 40% of the coal for the nation. I'm surrounded by open pit mines, and literally, Misty, they take the coal and they run it right up a conveyor belt and into the coal mine, and that provides your electricity. So you would think that this area would be black snow in the wintertime and yellow skies. But it's some of the most beautiful country because of the way the people out here maintain it, and the skies are crystal clear. So you recently wrote about that, and it went viral in this area anyway on Facebook. Could you tell people what you saw?
Absolutely. And it wasn't meant to be a dissertation in coal. It was just basically my apology for drinking the Kool-Aid. Because quite honestly, for years, all I've seen about coal mining, because I'm from Northeast Georgia originally, I'm based out of Nashville now, and when I came to the gorgeous mountains of West Virginia, I expected to see mountaintops being blown up. I expected it to be everything that media has portrayed it to be, and it wasn't. And I started saying, wait a second. I is no nuclear scientist, but things do not compute here.
Right.
And so I started asking questions, and I dug deeper, and I started seeing for myself what the truth was, and I was surprised and honestly embarrassed that I hadn't opened my eyes sooner to.
So the way I put it together when I started talking to the people that are out here is, how is the land so clean? What do you do? And land reclamation is a big part of it, because literally they have trucks out here. I call them the big Tonka toys. They have trucks out here that literally you could put your car inside the tire of one of these trucks and it will ride around and around inside there. Well, when they're done with an open pit mine, then those things look so small at the bottom of those mines. They reclaim the land because these people have to drink the water, they have to breathe the air, and their kids are going to be raised in this area. And they want to make sure that it's clean and pristine, just like what you saw.
Nobody loves the mountains more than the people of West Virginia. They just don't. And I can tell you that the coal miners here are proud of the environment. I actually went fishing this weekend with 2 coal miners who work on a surface mine that has continuously won the award for the Reclamation Award. They're so proud of the fact that over 2,000 days without an incident, with a loss of manpower incident, and that they have completely reclaimed the area to where elk are coming in. It's beautiful. I mean, you wouldn't know that it was a surface mine. And I had always seen the pictures of the mines with the destruction that was going along with it. They separate the rock. Mm-hmm. They separate the topsoil. They put it back. And they reclaim it to the point where it's just absolutely gorgeous. They're proud of it. And it's not some toxic, dirty coal, which is, I guess, like the catchphrase for it that just really irks me when I hear that now. And they work really hard with the government, with the EPA, and to make sure that they do balance the environment. Because nobody cares more about reclaiming those areas than the people who work there, who live there, who breathe there.
Yeah, the
and
first...
showing me a mine from the 1940s with mineral runoff is like saying, here's a carrier pigeon and here's an iPhone. That's not the way we do it anymore. They've worked really, really hard to come up with clean coal technology that has completely changed the landscape of coal mining as we know it.
All right.
So,
well, you live there. You should know that. I get really irritated when I see these environmentalist commercials. They show, first off, black. I don't call those smokestacks anymore. That's a steam stack. That's primarily steam coming out of there. But they shoot it with the sun on the other side so it looks black. Then they artificially yellow the sky. And the last one I saw like that, they had a baby crib in the foreground. And as the announcer talked about how toxic this was, you hear from the crib this little, Well, I'm here to tell you, it snowed this winter. Crystal white snow.
And it's just wrong. When you're preying on people's good intentions like that, when you're trying to say you don't care about the environment unless you are against coal, you're preying on people's good intention. You're feeding them a bunch of political propaganda, and you're absolutely doing the worst kind of evil. When you're trying to make people feel something so that they feel better by waving a banner while they're sitting on their iPhone in their new condo, drinking their imported espresso, they feel a little bit better about their carbon footprint when they're waving a banner against somebody else. And I think personally, it's time that folks took coal mining off the cross and did something useful with the wood, because it's not the demon it's made out to be. It's the best friend we have. We don't have the technology for wind at this time. It's a moot point. You're not going to get those energy hours back that it takes to build these windmills. Plus, with 160-meter windmill, 100 tons of steel. People, guess where steel comes from?
Well, here, real quick, I'll give you a couple other bits of ammunition for that. Wind turbines right now are killing about 500,000 birds a year and about 800,000 bats a year, and that's a year. That's more birds than the BP oil spill killed in the Gulf of Mexico in that one spill. Also, take a look at rare earth minerals and how toxic it is to produce the rare earth minerals that are necessary for these wind turbines. So I'm all for new technology. I love the latest gadget, but until it works, All right, how do we get you out here to perform at our Camplex? Where do we find you?
Well, you can go to my Facebook page, and I hope that everybody actually does, because I love discussions on this. I really do. And it's facebook.com, Misty Loggins Music. You can message me there. You can go to my website, which is mistyloggins.com, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. But I want to come out in your area. I want to see how beautiful it is. I want to see the reclamation process out there, and I'd love to play some country music for you folks.
Okay. Misty, I'm just thrilled that you were able to come on the program. Thanks for doing this for us.
Anytime. I hope to be back soon.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so just before airtime, I asked Misty to log in to check to see if the video link was working for the show. Now, you know the drill. I mean, she's a singer. She probably works late most nights. She had just rolled out of bed. Her hair's still a mess. She's in her pajamas. She apologizes. Still in her pajamas. Why would she apologize for that? All right, so she's not on right away. She's got a few minutes here, so she logs out. I start the show. When her segment comes up, she logs back in right on time, looking like this. Perfect hair, perfect makeup, perfect dress, perfect teeth, for God's sakes. Then she brings her A game to the interview. That's our Misty.
Blame me for what happens, I can't help what I'm doing. The boys go crazy when I talk country to them.